infographic created by the KOL marketing agency PARKLU that I've seen has been getting some buzz on LinkedIn lately. So PARKLU, they're dear friends of mine. I recently had Elijah, the CMO of PARKLU, on my podcast. And I love that they're always, even though they are KOL influencer marketing advocates, they also like to speak the truth to avoid brands, getting hurt from KOL collaborations. And this infographic that they created kind of exposes some of the downsides of e-commerce live streaming. We hear a lot of huge numbers, like XX brand works with Via or Austin Lee or some other big live streamer, and they get these huge viewer numbers, they get these massive sales numbers, but really there's a lot more to it that meets the eye. I recommend to a lot of brands that if you're gonna do that type of live stream, you need to be doing it for brand awareness purposes. There was a great podcast episode that I did with Ron Wardle where he also breaks down a lot of this behind the scenes information, kind of what mindset brands need to have if they're going to do an e-commerce live stream in China. And so anyway, this infographic from PARKLU, they share how most brands think that discounting on their products is really the only risk of doing an e-commerce live stream because, when you do a live stream with one of these top streamers, you need to offer very steep discounts on your products in order for the sale to do well. But that's really not the only risk. PARKLU shares that bot-controlled accounts will make up the majority of live stream viewers, and to reach the minimum sales revenue guarantee, the live streamer will use the service fee from the brand to purchase 1/3 of the products. The contracted maximum return guarantee is around 50%, giving the live streamer headroom for returning all the purchased products on top of the average expected returns. Anyway, they go on and talk about this. The brands usually only break even when working with these top streamers. I will share this infographic so that you guys can take a closer look. My real comment about this is that I think, again, these e-commerce live streams with the top streamers are excellent for having those great PR numbers, generating a lot of buzz, brand awareness, almost thinking about it like a product sample, like getting your product in the hands of a lot of people, get them talking about it. If those are all your goals, then definitely, consider working with one of these top streamers. But I really strongly recommend that brands also think about live streaming as something that they should be doing on a daily basis or, a weekly, a couple times a week on platforms, whether it's Taobao, whether it's WeChat, and they should be having their own sales associates running the stream. They should develop their own internal talent and be running these streams where it's just an opportunity to have more interface with your customers, to educate customers about your product. And these streams will have much lower viewer numbers, much lower sales numbers, but they're great for this, steady, ongoing growth for community development, relationship development, customer service. We see brands like Perfect Diary. Perfect Diary does consistent, I think, several times a week live streaming on 3 different platforms. They might be doing even more platforms. They live stream, they have sales associates on Taobao, they have sales associates on Xiaohongshu and on WeChat. And e-commerce live streaming has become a huge sales channel for them. Occasionally for specific product launches, they still work with streamers like Austin Lee, but there's a different goal, a different KPI for these 2 different types of streams. So anyway, definitely check out the infographic from PARKLU. When you read the infographic, that doesn't mean that you should discount e-commerce live streaming and say that oh, it's not good, it's not good for me, it's not good for my brand. Realize that there are just different types of e-commerce live streams, different ways that it should be used, and just go into it being very educated about what kind of results you should expect for your brand.